The flower of justice watered with lies. Will it wither after seeing the treasure called truth? These two sentences are the whole story of Anka. Her parents used to work as sweepers in a special department. Sweepers, by name, cleans garbage. It also refers to bounty hunters and cleaners, killer and other professions. But it's different here. Its existence is to sweep away all unfavorable evaluations of the company. Eliminate all negative public opinion. If there is still energy left. Bribing certification companies to smear competitors is also a common occurrence. We have to mention the origins of the three major companies here. The first is Aurora Industries, leading representatives of traditional enterprises. On the surface, it monopolizes most of the market based on its foundation. But behind their backs, they are doing many shady things. Many employees inside have the idea of changing jobs, but due to the strength of capital, worried about retaliation afterwards and afraid to resign. The Sweepers is a special department under its jurisdiction. The second one is the SCHRO Electron, new talent rising rapidly relying on Omnium Energy. Its founder comes from Aurora Industries. After establishing its own business, it continuously poached the backbone of Aurora Industry. The two are already in a mortal situation. What's even more interesting is what SCHRO Electronics loves to do the most. People who dig Aurora Industries. The third one is the certification company, Master Public Opinion, a voice platform with massive user data. You can tell from its name that it has authority. But when this authority can be traded with money. So public opinion will eventually submit to the feet of capital. Azeroth, put down the hot search of our company because it was investigated by the police. What? 10 million yuan? It's not 5 million yuan usually? Do you think it's normal? It's so noisy. 10 million yuan, pay a flat price, call the money. And I will immediately put down the heat of my platform. Simply put, it is Weibo in the virtual world, controlling the popularity of public opinion through hot searches. Anka's parents not only work as sweepers, they are also in charge of the sweepers. To cover up the scandal, protect the relation net within the company, they need to constantly find scapegoats and handle the aftermath well. Judging from a workshop accident, the cause of the accident was due to the unqualified equipment. Security checks are lax and lax, caused by inadequate internal management. This is all a company issue. But the procurement personnel and the safety manager are related people. So the real reason cannot be disclosed to the public. They need to find a scapegoat to bear the anger of public opinion. The handling of these accidents one after another. It's hard to associate with the word clean. And Anka's parents' handling methods are exemplary. Even 3 years after their death. Still used as an example for reference. All this shows that Anka's parents are not clean. But it's just such a pair of parents with bloody hands. The daughter Tot has a great sense of justice. Anka's father was named Aster. Her mother's name is Catherine. The sweepers' work can be said to have destroyed their conscience. But this job has no prospects at all. However, the hidden value of this job is very high. All the contacts are the core secrets of the enterprise. So they had a new idea. Secretly sell the confidential documents of the sweepers to the competitor SCHRO Electronics. This has brought considerable income to their families. Anka also led a good life when she was young. But keeping confidential documents at home is always a hidden danger. It was discovered by little Anne. That was several years ago. And I was just a little brat who didn't know anything. One day, the brat was rummaging through boxes and cabinets at home, looking for any fun or delicious food hidden away. She accidentally discovered Aurora's confidential documents and, out of curiosity about what her parents were doing, took a peek. Her parents did it to conceal what they had done. It is also to instill positive values in Anka, falsely claiming that these confidential materials are all evidence of their crimes collected by them. It will be used to expose Aurora Industries one day. This small seed of justice has sprouted in Anka's heart since then. But she didn't know that the bank card remittance was constantly reminding her. All of this is a lie. Good times don't last long. Anka's parents were discovered by S in the same office. He reported them to Aurora Company. During the arrest process, Anka's parents both died. The truth is still unknown. Because this report was written by S. It is common to step on others to rise to power in the workplace. But S stepped on the body of Anka's parents. This is the record in front of his desk. Remembering the 2661 incident. After Anka's parents died, she became an orphan. But even so, she still hasn't given up on the justice in her heart. She wants to expose the dark curtain of Aurora Industries, continuing the great cause of her parents' lifetime. At least she thinks so herself. By chance, she met the amnesiac mercenary Liao Ya. That's Nora. But her true identity is still unknown. And the daughter of the certification company, Miss Agraya. That is, the new generation of hackers Grey Fox. In order to seek revenge, Anka gave up her original name, Siggy. For this reason, she specifically deleted her own information. Little did they know that this also brought hidden dangers to her exposure. The identity of the team leader on Wednesday was originally the most mysterious existence. Her identity only leads people to speculate about celebrities, which won't associate it with small people like high school students. But there is someone who is very sensitive to her identity. That is to remember the S of the 2661 incident. That's why he's the only one who found out Anka's identity. Anka learned various skills with Nora, and set up Wednesday to receive the commission from the dark web. One of them played an important role. He's Baggies, the owner of Odin's Tavern. Not only will the secret room of the tavern be used as a stronghold for Wednesday, also helped Anka screen various information tasks of the dark network. This also makes it easy for Anka to find the entrustment related to Aurora Industries. Some of these commissions are very nonsensical. For example, pouring hot water on the money tree at the front desk. Doesn't it sound like office workers are dissatisfied with the company, want to destroy something? But any entrustment that can cause trouble to Aurora Industries. Anka took all the orders. This also makes the new head of the sweepers very unhappy, continuously sending emails to S to complain. He's Hinriard. You'd be right. It is the Hinriard Group in the task of Vera's maid. It's normal that we don't know, because this enterprise has gone bankrupt. The main business of the Hinriard Group is the development and manufacturing of civil robots. After Anka's parents' accident, S has been appointed as the person in charge. He thought he had great power. But unexpectedly, the organizational form of the sweepers has changed. The appearance of Aurora Assistant. Divide permissions into two parts. S and the newly promoted Hinriard each hold one share. This means that any decision requires two people to make it simultaneously. It was also this change that ultimately led S to choose to switch jobs. Even his attempt to form a team to investigate hackers was rejected. It happened that he went to Vera while Hinriard was there. They are investigating Wednesday's members. The identity of the hacker Gray Fox was discovered. Hackers, although the most mysterious existence. But top hackers are rare. Just a simple exclusion method is enough to locate the identity of Gray Fox. She is Agraya, the daughter of the certification company. This discovery has accelerated S's path of job hopping. Absorbed lessons from Anka's parents. The new employer he is going to switch to is a certification company. And Mr. Todd, who is in contact with him, is having a problem. Let Miss Agraya go home, but not with force. The dissolution on Wednesday became a gift from S to meet him. So S found Anka's true identity after investigation. Siggy, the daughter of the former leader. The show is about to begin. That's strange. After discovering these truths, S did not reveal anything, but quietly preparing to switch jobs. He broke away from the sweepers organization by faking death. The person in charge of the company was appointed to R. Afterwards, he hid in the dark and observed Wednesday. Until the theft of Aurora Industries HQ. There are too many forces involved in this incident. The demand for certification companies to bring back Agraya has become even stronger. It can even be said that this matter has been exposed to the public. Even they can't protect their own daughter, Miss. It's also at this critical juncture. S has started the plan. He sent an invitation letter with Paper Crane Logistics. The letter uses the truth of Anka's parents' death as bait. Guide Anka to the sweepers' office. He hacked into the internet early on. Monitor Anka's movement through the camera. But what he didn't expect was that the protagonist was also involved. And followed Anka into the office. Pay attention to one detail. After Anka enters the office, security is actually not activated. S's original intention is to bring Anka here. So even if Ank chooses to use a bat to forcefully break up the door, security hasn't been activated yet. But when the protagonist enters the front hall, security has been activated. The true purpose of security is to eliminate the protagonist. But he didn't expect the protagonist to be very good at fighting. Your skills are not bad, researcher. I really underestimated you before. This has also become the biggest variable in this plan. All the information released in front is the secret of the sweepers' office. Intimidation, bribery, and sneering. These are all their means. During the investigation process, the camera will also move with us throughout the entire process. However, there is one thing to note. That's because S's true form didn't come here. The robots we have been communicating with all along are remotely controlled. After investigating the office area, we need to go to the deeper leadership area. The automatic door here requires higher permissions. If we hadn't followed, Ank must have chosen to forcefully break in. S will also be very cooperative in controlling the door opening when the time comes. But who gave the protagonist a work card? After upgrading permissions, enter the deep area. It's pitch black here. The layout here has a profound meaning, including Anka's lines. All for the purpose of letting players discover the existence of cameras. I'll just make sure you're still here. Here you are. Alas, Anka. How can you? It's just a little fuzzy. It's like there's a third person staring at us. The camera will be more prominent in the dark. After finding the power supply room and turning on the switch, we have discovered some masterpieces from Wednesday. These are some entrusted tasks that Anka once received. With the investigation, we also discovered the existence of Aurora Assistant. It is the reason for S's resignation. 2 sets of permissions are required. A copy in S's office. One in Hinriard's office. During this process, we can discover S's investigation on Wednesday. There is one thing to note here. Although the Wednesday gang caused trouble for Aurora, but the only one who has been investigating them is S. And this investigation started after Hinriard went to Vera. So not many people know the secret of Wednesday. After collecting 2 authorizations, the little assistant shows Anka's name. At this point as well, the protagonist learned that Anka came here not only to investigate the truth, but rather making a deal with someone behind the scenes. From the perspective of the protagonist, when she joined Wednesday, it was just a mutual use. The protagonist still hopes that Anka may confide more in us. But there has always been a strong unease in Anka's heart. Wednesday's formation is for revenge. There is no necessary reason for Gray Fox and Nora to join. In terms of Aurora Industries, Anka will recognize the protagonist. Because in her opinion, we have conflicts with Aurora. She was eager to recruit the protagonist to join Wednesday in order to convince herself. Wednesday was not established for her own selfish desires, but to deal with the Aurora and uphold justice. But only she knows it herself. She always thinks Gray Fox and Nora are sympathetic to her experience. So even though she was in danger because she chose to entrust Aurora, there hasn't been a single complaint either. We can only say that Anka is too loveless since her parents died. It was also this psychological contradiction that caused her to argue with the protagonist. Would you like to believe me? Let's face it together. I can't say you should assume that I am a liar. No, I've been a liar from start to end. I lied to Rosalind that I didn't know her, and I told her a lie that her good friend was dead. I cheated you as well. Everything about my situation, like owing fees, hot spies, was faking. And no, I can't cheat you. You're right. A trap. If Grey Fox, you and elder sister knew that, you would stop me, but I must come here. I must face something, face it alone. Let me be alone for a while. But her every move is still under the surveillance of the camera. Anka finally chose to face the truth alone. We have to complain about the protagonist here. You deserve to be single. In T-dramas, it is known that the female lead has run away and needs to be chased back quickly. The protagonist didn't follow up immediately. Sure enough, you miss Shirley, right? You have worked hard too. Shirley. You just had a good look. Day off. Cough. Turn on the machine, light, radio, silence. Okay, action. My name is Nemesis, and I wish everyone. Hiccup. What's wrong with her? My name is. I am. I wish everyone. Hiccup. I wish. I wish everyone a healthy Dragon Boat Festival. A happy family, and punctual work. Anka comes to the innermost room. All the truth is ready here. Results of Anka's parents' handling. And the benefits of Anka's parents selling documents to SCHRO Electronics. Evidence piece by piece, piece by piece, piece by piece, are constantly stimulating Anka's nerves. She remembered the conversation between her parents when she was a child. Go to bed early tonight. We're going to see the new house tomorrow. Wow. Did mom and dad give out bonuses again? Maybe dad won a big prize on your birthday? Hee hee. I'm really the lucky star in our family. Ah. So that's how it is. At this moment, her world seemed to collapse. Parents whom she has always admired. Justice that has always been upheld. The philosophy that has always been adhered to. These are actually all built on lies. She doesn't want to believe the truth. But she knew all of this was true. Dad, Mom? Did you actually lie to me? Did you do all the conspiracies and insider information I saw? You are the ones who helped the tiger and the tyrant. And you are the ones who support the growth of mold? You hide those information for profit. Not to expose these darkness and resist these injustices? Your integrity, bravery, faith. Everything that has supported me here is just my ridiculous imagination. It is because of you that I have persisted all the way. It is because of you that I believe justice should not be buried. And I really hope that one day the truth will come out. Believe in you. Only then can I be who I am now. This is me. This is the meaning of the existence of Wednesday. So what is everything now? What am I? At this moment, the mastermind behind the scenes, S, appear on the big screen. Start to defeat the last psychological defense line of Anka. And he put forward the request of dismissing Wednesday. Oh. Yes. Your life as a child should be very superior. Have you never questioned the origin of money? Shut up in my impression. Wednesday will disclose the investigated situation on the secret network. Do you also have the same plan this time? Pull off all the concealment and camouflage. Let the dusty past come back to everyone's eyes again. Let everyone see what the truth of the so-called accident is hiding. All people know that Siggy's parents are the scum and scum in the society. Are you worthy of death? Shut up. You hesitate. Miss Siggy. It's human nature to subconsciously protect your loved ones. There's no need to feel guilty about it. There's no need to imagine yourself as a justice messenger. The light of truth. I swear to tear a corner of darkness for the public. In our opinion, It's just a silly family game of childish kids. You don't care that your companions are in danger. Just satisfy your inflated sense of justice. Or is this the way you express love and affection to your partners? And this is the manifestation of your honest feelings. Ha ha ha. Your selfish appearance is the same as your parents'. You really inherit their ugly faces to the fullest. Which is ridiculous. Researcher? What have you done to the researcher? I mean all of you. You should be very clear about the risks of that vote. You. Now it's time to get back to the point and talk about the ultimate goal of inviting you here to witness everything. I demand that you voluntarily disband Wednesday. At this moment, the protagonist on the other side finally chased after him. But the person has disappeared. At this point, the protagonist also understood. The mastermind behind the scenes has already begun to take action. At this time, Gray Fox's communication came in. Originally, it was because Mia suspected that Wednesday had another plan. So she chose to split up and investigate Odin's tavern. She became a messenger of information at a critical moment. Let Nora and Gray Fox know that Anka is hiding from them. Gray Fox and the protagonist first reorganized their ideas. Then she helped the protagonist open the other side of the road. Sure enough, as long as the protagonist acts alone, there will be security disruptions. After processing the robot, they arrived at the monitoring room. There's no one here. But it left some information behind. Gray Fox's real identity is the daughter of the certification company. These materials also demonstrate the motivation of the person behind the scenes. Dismiss Wednesday and let Gray Fox go home. Finally, the last gate was opened. We successfully met Anka. At this moment, it is the time for the Mouth Escape King to go online. I should not drag you down again. Can all of us become new beliefs that you will persist in? We can't leave you so easily. And you can't leave us so easily. Sure enough, no matter what drama it is, the protagonists are all lip service kings. Under the brainwashing of the protagonist, Anka rallied. S initiates the second plan upon seeing the situation. If Wednesday doesn't disband, then it'll disappear. Unexpectedly, the protagonist has great strength. Lying on the screen, unable to get down. At a critical moment, Nora slammed into the door and entered, pulling out a 40-meter sword. One move solved the enemy. Subsequently, everyone escaped from the office. I just want to ask what to do with the information. This is also the brilliance of this plan. Except that the Aurora assistant revealed Anka's name. There is not a single piece of information left as evidence. Anka's identity is not exposed. Everything is still in S's hands. Gray Fox also came here. A few people reconciled their past grievances by punching into their flesh. Ouch. Pain. Pain? So you still have pain. Now you know it hurts? Why didn't you feel it earlier? I thought it was your thick-skinned defense that had already made you invulnerable. Otherwise, how could you dare to sneak into the Aurora alone? Pain, pain, pain. Female hero, spare my life. Wednesday returned to calmness. But is this possible? Gray Fox's identity has been exposed. Fake files are also a hidden danger. Wednesday is already in a bigger crisis. Alright, that's all for this issue. Follow Xiaofeng to experience a different Tower of Fantasy.